Hey scholars, Mr. Byrne here. Welcome to Photo 1. This is your syllabus review. And today I'll be going over just some of the things you need to know to be successful in this class. There will be a open note quiz on this material at the end of the week. So make sure that you take notes, follow along. You can also use your syllabus as a guide as well. But it's important that you know this information so that you can be successful in the class. So to start with, we're going to look at my contact information. You will have my email address, jbyrne@topamail.com. My office hours are going to be Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 3:50 to 4:50, and Friday morning by appointment. So if you want to come in on a Friday, no problem. You just got to let me know ahead of time. I am not available on Wednesdays. I have other commitments, so don't plan on coming in on any Wednesdays. All right, communication is vital. We're trying a couple new things this semester. One of those things is remind. You can simply text at OIPH to the number 81010, or you can go to the link. This is also in your syllabus, so you can go in there and join, and I will send you text messages about assignments and announcements and things like that for the class that will help you be successful. Course description in this class. Photo 1 is it's a skills-based class. We focus on helping scholars learn the language of photography, introduce them to the concepts behind a well-exposed and well-composed digital image, and help scholars establish the skills for a lifetime of picture taking. Through the use of the skills-based project, scholars will determine how the exposure triangle can affect an image and communicate a message to an audience. We do a lot of projects in this class. It is super important that you follow along and get those projects turned in on time and utilize your class time well. You'll be given ample time for most of the assignments in class, and then the outside assignments are pretty limited, but time management is huge to being successful. All right, your MYP outcomes. I'm not going to go in these details, but these are on your syllabus, so make sure that you check these out. But basically, we're going to create some stuff. We're going to make connections. We're going to respond, and then ultimately deepen your understanding of the world of art. Okay, so your course assessments. So this is how the gradings will be broken down. We will be doing criterion A, B, C, and D. Those are the criterion that we'll be studying, and those are broken up 15, 20, 15, 20. And then your ATLs is 10% of your total grade, and your summative assessments will be 15%. Your final exam will be worth 5% of your overall total grade. And if you're not familiar with this, you should be. This is how the whole school does it. But this is how you receive your grade. So a perfect score is 100%, and you would receive an 8. And anything, and that works out all the way down to a 1, which is a 65%. A 64.9% or less equals a 0. So make sure you get that. And if you turn in nothing, I am forced to give you nothing. So make sure you get that stuff turned in. We'll talk more about that in just a moment. There are some supplies that you're going to need to be successful. One is a shoebox. It doesn't matter if it's has a detachable lid or a lid attached. We can work with both. You're going to need those by January 20th. You're also going to need a 32 gigabyte thumb drive or and a 16 gigabyte SD card. These are to complete a lot of your digital photography projects. You're going to be storing your projects on here, so make sure that you have that. And like I said, these are all due January 20th. Okay, keys to success. So you've been given a syllabus, a pretty detailed one actually. And as we scroll down here and take a look at this, one of the things that you have here is this course outline, and it breaks it down by week. So we're having a syllabus quiz, as I mentioned a little bit ago. This is due on January 20th. We'll get more into the details of that in class. You're going to be taking a selfie and having those supplies turned in, and then your email signature, which is also due on January 7th. And then remind, this is something that you need to sign up for, so you can get those in class reminders. And then these are the topics that we'll be discussing in class. What the beautiful part about this is you will know when everything is due. This is subject to change slightly. I will do my best to keep to it. I try to take into account spring breaks and things like that, so you can get an idea of what's coming ahead and what's going to be due during those weeks, so you can be successful. So make sure you check this out, and this is something that you should be referencing often. And one thing I might suggest that you do is, as you finish these things, highlight them or cross them out or check them off that they are done. This is essentially your checklist to success for the entire class, and the whole 20 weeks has been broken down for you. So you can see in the final week, we'll be having our final exam, your final presentation, and then your class evaluation form. So make sure that you check that out. It will definitely help you be successful. All right, let's talk about absences for just a moment here. Excused absences, basically your parents are going to call you in, or you have something planned, such as a play or an athletic event or something like that. Those are all just fine. But one thing that you need to understand is that athletes, or if you have an excused absence, whatever the situation may be, and I put this in red so it jumps off the page, is that you need to complete any summative assessments before it is due. If it is a planned absence, there will be absolutely no makeups or retakes for summative assessments. So that includes everybody for that last part. So make sure that you plan ahead. So if you know you're going to be gone and that we have a summative assessment planned, which you have that course outline, which explains all of that, make sure that you are advocating for yourself and getting that taken care of. Just so we're all on the same page. Okay. An unexcused absence, basically, you ditch. With that, just understand that there's nothing that can do for you. If you miss the assignment, you don't turn it in, whatever the situation may be, it's just going to be an automatic 0. Okay, the late work policy. This is something a little different that some of you may not be used to, but we do things a little differently in here. So 1 additional day will be given for each excused absence day. All other late work will not be accepted beyond the due date. Athletic events will be counted as an excused absence, but no extra time will be given. So make sure you plan accordingly, and those zeros can add up really fast. So if you have questions, let me know, but understand that there will not be accepted beyond the due date. All right, the redo policy. So scholars will be given an opportunity to redo any assignment if it was turned in on time. So that's where it comes back to that planning ahead of time. So turn in something and you'll be given the opportunity to redo that assignment. But if you don't turn in anything, understand that it's just going to go in as 0. So scholars will have to complete a reflection form along with any redone assignment. There are no redos on summative assessments or final exams like I had mentioned earlier. Okay, you will receive 1 project pass for successfully turning in the supplies and passing the syllabus quiz. Scholars will receive a project pass for doing that. So basically this is a pass that you can turn in. You can use it for any assignment that you want. If you don't use it throughout the semester and you want to use it at the end of the semester to bring up your grade by replacing a grade, you can do that as well. This is a great little way to kind of help you during those times of the year when you may have a lot going on. You can use that to kind of say, okay, I'm just going to use my pass. So this is a valuable asset to obtain. So make sure that you get that, you do well on that, or you have to get 100% on that syllabus quiz and to get the points. And then make sure you get those supplies turned in on time. That'd be really unfortunate if you missed out on that. And the project pass does exclude summative assessments and also the final exam and the assessment as well. All right, some classroom expectation. The best ability is availability, which means you have to be there. That's super important. So being in class is definitely vital to success. All right, so all of this information here will be pulled directly from the parent and student handbook. We'll go into that a little more into the syllabus here. So let's kind of scroll down here. All right, tardies, scholars who arrive after the door closes will be marked as tardy. I'm not going to tell you I marked you tardy. I'm going to ask you if you have a pass. If you say no, I'm just going to mark you as a tardy. After a total of 6 tardies, the scholar will receive a referral for that. That's an automated thing that the office does. But I'm not going to sit there and call you and say, oh, I'm marking you tardy. That's on you. So make sure that if you arrive late, that you ask, say a teacher lets you out late, say, yeah, Mr. Byrne is going to make me have a pass. So make sure you get that. Otherwise, just understand that that's going to be the policy for that. Academic dishonesty. This is right out of the handbook there. It is from the IB guide. Academic dishonesty is considered as behavior that result in a student or any other student gaining unfair advantage in one or more assessment component. It includes plagiarism, collusion, which means basically letting somebody copy your work, or so 2 people would be in trouble for that, and duplication of work when the same piece of work is submitted for different assessments. So make sure that you guys check this out. This will probably be on that quiz. Hint, hint. Also includes any behavior that gives unfair advantages to students that affect the results of another student. If you are found to participate in these activities, there will be a 0 for that assignment. So make sure that you don't do that. All right, cell phones. On occasion, we will be using cell phones in class. During those times, you can use your cell phone for its intended purpose, usually taking pictures. Otherwise, they are to remain turned off and in your backpack. If seen outside at inappropriate times, the phone will be confiscated and a parent will have to come in to the school to pick it up. So make sure that you are using those cell phones responsibly, and that includes if I see them in your back pocket, I'm going to ask for them. So make sure that they are where they belong and turned off. Computers, just like cell phones, are to be used for school purposes. Activities like gaming, social networking, and instant messaging are to be done on your own time. If these activities become a distraction, the computer will be put away or taken for the period. Further occurrences will follow the school's disciplinary procedures. Basically, guys and girls, make sure that you're not gaming or IMing and things like that. We'll discuss this further in class as well, but use the computers for what their intended purpose is. And I am not joking. I will take them if I see you gaming, period. The rest of the information from the parent handbook will be in there as well. I put a link into your syllabus so you can check that out as well. So like I said, there'll be a quiz over all of this information. It will be, actually, it'll be due on Thursday. Let's correct that right now. And this is an open note quiz. You can take the quiz as many times as you need to get 100%. The idea here is not for you to fail, but for you to get the information and be a master of it. So feel free to let me know if you have any comments, questions, or concerns. I am super excited for this semester. We're going to have a lot of fun. We will work and take a lot of pictures. So have a great semester, and can't wait to hang out with you guys. Have a great day.